Welcome back to Ninanangla. This is today's latest Manipur incident. A heavy grid of iron and boots has once again fallen across the fragile hill tracts of Manipur. Today, June 17, 2026, a massive joint deployment of over 150 central security personnel launched an intensive combing operation stretching across the peripheral tribal villages of Laylon Veife and Consakul. Factual reports confirm the operation was carried out after recent violent clashes and a grueling hostage search in the area. Led by the state's central security framework, the forces entered the villages to disengage armed volunteer groups. The sweep recovered a substantial cache of 11 weapons and ammunition, while 3 village volunteers were detained for deeper questioning. But on the ground, the clinical nature of military precision collides brutally with human distress. Local tribal councils argue that the continuous presence of forces brings psychological distress and humiliation to families already torn apart by months of blockades and ethnic insecurity. Helpless Kuki mothers praise for peace and positive outcomes as the army and operations were brutal with less regard for the basic constitutional rights of the citizens. On the other hand, another tragic incident happened as a result of army's operations as the search lines tighten in Kangpokpi. A far more painful and controversial story is unraveling further south in the Hinglep subdivision. Grief has turned to absolute outrage in Kolchang village after Lenmin Sang Hayakip, a Kuki villager, was shot and killed during an operation by joint security detachments. The official narrative states a suspected militant fell during a heavy exchange of fire involving automatic weapons. But the ground reality screams a different story through the voices of bereaved relatives and village eyewitnesses. Local groups and eyewitness accounts level a harrowing, deeply painful allegation. They claim Lenmin Sang was an unarmed villager who was shot in cold blood. Most disturbingly, family members and village leadership allege that after the shooting, his body was carried away by forces who forcibly changed his civilian clothes into military-style fatigues to stage manage the scene into a fake encounter. The pain is compounded by a bitter bureaucratic reality. The state administration and police chief, DGP Mukesh, maintain a rigid stance, stating that anyone taking up illegal arms or firing at security forces will be dealt with in self-defense. Yet the government's perceived silence on human rights violations and its reliance on brute force fuel deep alienation among the hill tribes. Even government representatives within the system are breaking ranks. Local BJP MLA Letsamang Hayakip has publicly condemned the killing, demanding a transparent, independent judicial inquiry and the immediate return of Lenmin Sang's body so his family can lay him to rest with basic human dignity.
Zoom